All right, welcome to a Simbo Sambo stream. Welcome to another episode of Cute O'Clock. I didn't hear the GameCube. It's because you couldn't handle the GameCube. Today's game is not merely a game. It is an experience, a journey of the mind, of the soul, of the body, a journey that we shall never forget. Well, if I can get the stupid controller to work. This isn't Puyo Puyo Tetris. You couldn't handle the Puyo Puyo Tetris. Let me set the audio because it's just blaring in my fucking brain. Actually, Gek, I come from a group of Tetris players as a family. They fucking love this version of Tetris. They think it's the best. I need to swap a controller. Give me a second. Configure controller. Because it's got it backwards. Because N64 controller was a bunch of bullshit. Defaults. Now, digital would be left, right, up, and down. This does not look kawaii. Oh, baby, this is so kawaii. You can't handle how kawaii it's gonna be, my mother. It's gonna be so kawaii. You could taste it. You could feel it in your brains. Up, down, and then we do A, B. What the hell is S? Since when did the N64 have an S? Okay, it's fixed. I fixed it, alright? I fixed it. Now it actually fucking works. So, for those who aren't aware, Taken by the Tetris Blocks is an erotic novel made by a genius of his time. And you and I tonight are going to experience his genius, whether you want to or not. You press S to pay respects. Let us begin, shall we? What's our name? First one to shout out a name in chat gets the name. The name of the main character is Christine. So shall we be Christine, or does chat have another name? First one to shout out in chat gets to pick the name. Poots Fag. Let's see if it'll fit. We go Poots. Fog. Poots and Foggins. Yes, Gecko. If you didn't know, I actually did this before, but it was like stupid o'clock and only Gar and like 2 other people caught it. So it is a reprisal, Gek. We are bringing it back to make sure that the maximum amount of people enjoy. Opponent? I can't handle an opponent right now. Okay, a marathon. Hopefully it'll be slow enough that I can read and play Tetris at the same time, because I'm not good at Tetris, despite coming from a family who's excellent at Tetris. Let us begin. Christine looked in the mirror and adjusted her glasses. She noted that her hair was red and her eyes were gray. Why would she note that? I don't know. She wanted to look good for her big interview today. Good, but not sexy. Because it's not that type of fucking book, alright? She's not just some slut. She's a lady with class. As a writer, oh shit, I have to focus on this. As a writer, she needed to be valued for her words, not on her appearance alone. After adjusting her blouse and skirt one more time, she took a final look at herself and made a kissy face at the mirror to test out how her lipstick held up. "Looking good," said the mirror. Oh shit, no. That wasn't Christine. I fucked it up. No, it's worse than fan fiction. It is an actual novel that I paid actual money for. So just get that fan fiction shit out of your head. So I fucked it up. It wasn't Christine who said it. No, we gotta go forward. We gotta go. I have to read and play at the same time. It's too late. "Looking good," said the mirror. "They came from the sky. Nobody knew if they were aliens or human technology from the future." What? What does that even mean? Or what? But their simple appearance hid their complexity. The arrangement of perfect cubes learned to talk shortly after floating to the ground, and they formed such useful structures that most people regarded their appearance as a welcome surprise. "Have a nice day." And yes, they are Russian. They're Russian blocks because it's Tetris, alright? Ah, fuck. What are you trying to copy and paste? And I already fucked this up beyond repair. There you go. Where was I? "Have a nice day," said a block, making up her apartment's front door as it opened for her. A stack of blocks, forming a statue in the park, waved at her. "Nice, nice," said a sidewalk block as she walked over it in her skirt. Oh, it's a pervert block. It's a pervert block. Fuck, where did I put this? No! I'm dying here, guys. I'm dying. Okay, that goes there. Purging. Christine snorted and hurried her pace. She stopped at a Starbucks and ordered a latte. As she waited, she crouched in front of the green block that formed most of the store's front counter. "How's it going, T?"
"See! I'm glad you stopped by. I wanted to let you know that today is my last day."
I gotta find an efficient way to switch pages. Yeah, I fucked that one up. Said the block, known as T323.
Блядь, сука, блядь.
Ah, that's too bad. Where you off to?
You know I can't tell you that, see? But I might be back someday. Keep your eye on sky.
That was awful. Christy wrapped her arms around the edge of the block. I will. I'll miss you, T. I hope there's coffee wherever you're going.
I won't miss having coffee spilled on me, said T.
Christy was careful not to spill her own coffee as she picked it up. T always made her laugh, so it sucked that he was leaving. She was curious about how blocks left Earth. Even now, she could see dozens of them dotting the sky, floating down to wherever they were needed. But she'd never seen one floating up. Oh, it's foreshadowing. Who gives a fuck? Is there any way that I can make this slower? Because it kicked my ass just now, and it was on the slowest, because I can't read and play at the same time. Let's try Ultra. I don't know what Ultra is. It's gonna be awful probably. Taking a deep breath, she approached the entrance to the office building where she worked. The sign out front read Squawker Media. Today was the big day. She'd either get the promotion and finally have some freedom to write about what she really wanted to write about, or she'd get shot down. And if she didn't get the promotion, she didn't know what she'd do. She didn't think she could take one more day of being controlled. Squawker was done playing games with her. Listen, next. Whoa, next. This is so much worse than Scribb's shitposting. Because we don't know if those assholes who wrote the stuff that Scribb reads was taking the piss. This writer is taking the piss. I am 99% certain this was some asshole at Gawker Media who wrote this shit. At least those furry assholes have some genuine belief in the stuff they're writing. Anyway, back to this marvel of modern novel writing. Stepping off the elevator on the top floor of Squawker Media was like walking into another world. Circles of all shapes and sizes were printed on every wall. It felt like being in a giant glass of soda. Christy approached the half-circular desk where Dick Denton's secretary sat, poking at her phone. Well, I commend you for your shitpost beliefs. Oh, Palmer, that was not a stream, alright? Alright? It wasn't a stream. You know it wasn't a stream. Stop saying it was a stream. It's not gonna happen. Okay, I have to go to the next. No, I don't want to highlight anything in this awful book. I'm here to see Mr. Denton, the boss of Squawker Media, said Christy. The secretary jabbed her screen a few more times, then winced as a sad tone announced that she had lost the game. You must be Miss Ackerlin, she said. He's ready. Just go through the door. Christy thanked her, then headed to the room's only door. A plaque there read, Richard Denton, boss. Denton sat behind another semicircular desk. He waved her forward and directed her to sit at one of the round stools arranged around his desk. He briefly looked her up and down through tiny circular glasses. If you don't get it yet, he hates blocks because he's a block racist, apparently. Miss Christine Ockern, he mumbled, shuffling through his notes. Oh yes, I remember you now. He stared at her boobs every time they got in the elevator together. So he better remember her. It's a pleasure, sir, she said. I won't waste your time. I set this meeting to ask for a promotion. Who starts? Yes, 50 Shades of Tetris. which is so much worse. Oh, he stared at her boobs. Oh, this is the worst. Who starts with, I'm here for a promotion, motherfucker? I've been with this company for almost a decade, and I am capable of much more than my current role allows me to accomplish. Yeah, getting all that coffee must be really, really toxic. Shit, where do I put this one? Okay. He let out a little grunt as he stared at his notes. Yeah, you've done some good work. Yep. Top peer review achievements, plenty of website hits, a high score in retweets. Impressive. I'm just fucking this up. I need at least one line, game. Alright, that's one line. Where was I? Okay. You even managed to. A frown formed on his face. Wait, you wrote the Ethics in Video Games Journalism article? Actually, it was not about ethics in video games journalism. We caught a lot of shit for that. And of course, we love shit. It leads to clicks. But not when it comes with advertisers threatening to pull out. Oh, he said pull out. He said pull out in a sex novel. He said, he said pull out in a sex novel. Why does nobody get how hilariously stupid that would be? Anyway, back to this. She sighed. Yes, but they only pulled out because... Besides, he interrupted. What is someone like you doing writing about video games? Finally, he looked up, his gaze taking a break on her boobs before climbing to her face. She squirmed in her chair and adjusted her glasses. Because of course she wears glasses. Of course. How is that not a line? Oh, I fucked up that block below it. Okay, let me fix it. She squirmed in her chair and adjusted her glasses. I believe writers do their best work when they are free to write about what they are passionate about. He cocked his head, like he'd heard a noise but wasn't quite sure what it was. No, you don't need a promotion. Let's keep you doing what you're doing. Okay, page. But move you off the video game blog. We need controversial writers like you over on the core site, racking up clicks. The block stories are huge right now. Let's get you on those. You get it? Huge block. It's a dick joke. It's a dick joke. Yes, I spent $1. I bought it for $1 on this. I feel so terrible, Gek. I feel like I have wronged myself, my country, and my mama. Okay, back to this. Fuck, I can't play it this fast and read this tripe at the same time. It's on Amazon. Let me give Gek a link. Taken by Tetris. Blocks Amazon. Okay, let me pull it up. There it is. First hit! First hit for all of those clicks. I'm throwing it away! It's worse! Just throw it away. Just throw it away. Okay, racking up clicks. Huge right now. Dig up some dirt on those blocks. If a block screws up, I want you there. Watch this new video of a block taunting a baby. That sort of thing. With all due respect, sir, that's not what I came here for. Don't worry. You'll be great at it. I'll inform your manager. Oh, look, it's time for my next appointment, he said. Fuck it. Just block my shit up. Christy stood and grabbed her purse. I'm not playing this game. I quit. Goodbye, Dick, she said, then turned around, leaving his hand awkwardly hanging. In the reflection of the glass door, she saw his jaw fall open. Yes, that is the writer, which is obviously a Gawker writer in disguise because he's a fucking asshole. In the elevator, Christy let out a sigh of relief. She felt okay about what just happened. She said what she needed to say, and even though it hadn't gone the way she had hoped, now she knew that Squawker wasn't the place for her. That prick Dick Denton could find someone else to get him high scores in retweets. A deep down part of her had occasionally considered giving in when he stared at her. He was handsome enough, and it would be so easy to run into him somewhere private, give him the time of his life, and turn that power over him into a promotion. So apparently sleeping with your boss immediately, mind you, no matter the circumstance, gives you power over your boss. Because that's how that works, obviously. But that wouldn't have left her feeling proud like she did now. She laughed, and happy tears formed in her eyes. Why is happy tears? How do I switch blocks? Thanks, Palmer. How do I switch blocks? There it is. I had totally forgot I could switch blocks. That was me being silly. She laughed, and happy tears formed in her eyes. She was free, and she didn't use the power of her sexuality to achieve it. She felt like she could do anything. Except sleep with your boss, you idiot. Her reflection in the elevator door had eye makeup all smudged from her tears, and she realized that she hadn't pressed a button yet. She couldn't wait to get out, but she'd rather look more composed than her former co-workers? Oh shit, you could only switch once. I had totally forgot that was a thing. Founded on Pluto. Oh. I need to get some of these, Pablo. They're the best, Pablo. You'd love them, Pablo. As a writer, you would love them. They're so awful. Okay, where was I with this awful shit? She pressed the button for the basement. Nobody used the bathrooms down there. She got out of the elevator, then walked down the quiet, empty hall to the bathroom. After setting her purse on the counter, Christy took out a makeup brush and began to brush her face. She took shaky deep breaths between brush strokes. It was still hard to believe that she'd left her job.
Are you alright, miss?
She gasped. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were there. Here, let me get my purse off you.
I am one who should be sorry,
said the block in a thick Russian accent.
It is rude to fail to announce my presence, but I was lost in thoughts.
Well, to answer your question, I am okay, she said, finishing up the fixes on the makeup. I just blew off Dick Denton, and I'm leaving this place forever. The block gasped in surprise. She felt a light puff of air against her arm.
Yes, you are a brave woman. Denton is very powerful, man. What a big coincidence. Me and 2 comrades leave this place today as well. That is why I was lost in thoughts.
Is that right? Why are you leaving?
Denton is powerful, man, yes. But not good, man. Does not like blocks. You see all the circles in here? He keeps blocks in basement, doing menial tasks, and we are so much more capable.
Christy smiled. She'd always felt comfortable with blocks. Why? They're literally aliens. That is the best. Gag, that Palmer, that is literally the best. What is the straw poll gag? What is it? Okay, back to the strike. And apparently, she had a lot in common with this one. What harm would there be in opening up even more? I almost fucked him, you know, just to feel that power over him.
You are a beautiful woman, said the block as he detached from the counter and stood up.
He was a red Z model. Oh. Okay, Gek. I can't think of the best Tetris. I think the best Tetris overall is Tetris Worlds. At least that's my opinion. with 4 cubes forming a step shape. Oh, he's a sexy block. It has always been one of her favorite shapes. I realize that my beauty gives me power, sure, but sometimes I want to just give it up. I've shown Denton I can be powerful in other ways. Now I'm spent. Someone else can have all the power. She laughed. Why is she laughing? Feeling oddly tingly all over as a Z-block floated behind her. What is he gonna do behind her? What's he gonna do behind her? What is he gonna do behind her? Oh, this is where it gets fucked up, guys. Because he's gonna do something behind her. I just want to pause the game because I can't read this shit and play at the same time.
I have several minutes before my comrades arrive, said the block. In my time here, I have not had the power you describe over a human.
She raised one eyebrow. The block towered behind her in the mirror. Virtual boy. Oh, GG. She wasn't sure where his eyes were, but she could feel his gaze on her all the same. She bent slightly and pulled the back of her skirt up. Like this, you mean? Oh, she's a block. She's a block slut. Oh, she's a block slut. The block exhaled. She felt warm air on the back of her neck as he floated closer.
Duh, he said.
Someone will hear us.
Is not problem. We control the building. 0956. Put on sexy music.
Blocks must have had a wireless connection to each other. Suddenly, music poured in from the speakers in the ceiling. Christy recognized it as an instrumental version of a Russian folk song. Oh, you idiot! So for those who don't know what that awful reference is, that's of course this song. Moose, what's up, baby? We are doing It's Worse. It is a Tetris porn novel, my friend. So yeah, they just made a reference to the Tetris song. For those who didn't get the most obvious fucking reference ever made in the history of mankind. Okay, let's get back to this. Where were we? The Z-block behind her floated closer still. She bended over, resting her elbows on what was left of the counter. I fucked this right up. Fuck it. There was a whirring sound, and then a light pressure on the inside of her thighs. She spread her legs to let it explore her further. A warm rod tentatively rubbed against her, caressing her lightly over her panties. It vibrated slightly with the thrum of the block's internal power source. It reminded her of her vibrator back home, except warmer and much larger. Her body responded with wetness that soaked into her panties. She reached between her legs and stroked the rod. The alien material was as smooth as plastic, but compressed just slightly when she squeezed it, giving it an organic, almost human quality. I needed a doubt. She pulled the fabric of her panties aside and guided the block's appendage toward her wetness. toward her wetness. Oh, toward her wetness. Oh, Why did he write that like that? Why is he such an asshole? Oh. As the block entered her, Christy. You ain't going to heaven, niggas. There was 3. Vaughn, go. Vaughn, just leave, man. Just go. It's not right what we doing here. Oh, it's stolen. As the block entered her, Christy felt the thrum of its power throughout her body. It began to pump back and forth. Untethered by gravity, the block positioned himself at a position that must have given him maximum pleasure, which also happened to be one that she enjoyed immensely. Yeah, fill my gap, she moaned. The Russian music blasting above sped up as the block rammed her harder and faster and harder. Christy felt the familiar warmth of orgasm drawing near. She rocked backwards, in time with the music, in time with his thrusts. Her head jerked back as she cried out, sending her red hair in every direction and her glasses askew on her face. The block stopped thrusting. She looked past herself in the mirror and smiled. That was incredible. I am not done yet, said the block. He rotated 90 degrees, forming a step, floating an inch off the ground, with a solid rod sticking from the upper step. Right. Oh my god! He's eating her! And then he's gonna eat me too! Oh my god! I'll rotate you 90 degrees. I'll rotate you 90 degrees all night long. Christine turned around, her knees still weak from the powerful orgasm. But there was something compelling her to saddle this, and she wanted her to ride. I fucked that up. Compelling about this saddle that wanted her to ride, and she was happy to give in. She peeled her panties off and tossed them aside, unbuttoned her blouse, then climbed onto the block. She crawled towards its rod, letting her breasts pop free of her bra, her erect nipples slightly slithering up its cold red surface. Nipples don't slither! Nipples don't slither! I can't make it to dinner. I got powerful orgasms to deal with. Just powerful. The worst thing ever, though, in the literal worst. Human men like these a lot, she said, as she kneeled on the lowest step and surrounded his rod with her breasts. Do you like them? Do you want to see them bounce? Duh, said the block. She loved his accent. Her pussy was wetter than ever. She rose, careful not to lose her balance, and lowered herself onto the rod. She just begun to feel the delightful thrum of him inside of her when the bathroom door burst open. Oh, would you pause, game? Oh, S is start. S is start. So that's what S is supposed to do. Let me fix that in my goddamn controller setting. Because I keep trying to pause it and it keeps fucking up. Okay, S start. Okay, that's set. Alright, where the hell were we? Oh, burst open. It burst open. We're always at burst open. Next page. As a block floated into the doorway. This one was the model, shaped like an L. So sorry, said the purple L block, beginning to turn around. Ah, fuck, where am I gonna put this red block? Apparently in the vagina is where they want me to put this red block, according to this fucking story. No, wait! You're one of this block's friends? The ones leaving Earth today? The L block. Began to turn around. Her knees still weak from the powerful orgasm. But there was something compelling her to saddle this, and she wanted her to ride. She peeled her panties off and tossed them aside, unbuttoned her blouse, then climbed onto the block. She crawled towards its rod, letting her breasts pop free of her bra, her erect nipples slightly slithering up its cold red surface. The worst thing ever, though, in the literal words. Human men like these a lot, she said, as she kneeled on the lowest step and surrounded his rod with her breasts. Do you like them? Do you want to see them bounce? tentatively shuffle. Oh, it's a block gangbang. It's a block gangbang. Oh, oh, it's a block gangbang. The L block tentatively shuffled into the room. Duh. I mean, yes, he said. He also had a Russian accent. They've all got Russian accents. She removed her blouse and bra entirely, then her skirt as well. Your friend is giving me a parting gift. Wanna do the same? Her outstretched finger curled in a come hither gesture. The L block approached Christy. For the Z block beneath her, Christy decided to give him a new earthly sensation. Earthly sensation. Yeah, I'm totally making it up. I made it up. It's my fan fiction that I made up last week. Not a book on Amazon that I spent $1 on and feel like a total bonds for spending that dollar. It's free real estate. Okay, where the fuck was I? Oh, she's gonna blow the block. She raised herself up for a moment, then squatted on him again. This time, guiding her into her ass. His rod was slick with desire and slid inside easily. The Z-Block moaned with pleasure. Hello, L, he said. Sup, comrade, said the L-Block. He floated so that the jutting part of his L shape was in the form, in front of Christie's face. She bit her lip and stroked the block, feeling its sharp edges and perfectly smooth surface. The block thrummed harder, then a whirring sound rose from deep inside it. The surface that faced her bulged outwards, somehow staying completely smooth, as if it were made of liquid. Liquid Metal Gear. What is this guy even talking about? The bulge pushed out further, forming a long, hard purple rod. Christy eagerly took it into her mouth. Eagerly! Eagerly! It had no taste, but the feeling of it was incredible. As she sucked and lapped it with her tongue, she could feel its weight, its power. She was dripping. It ran down between her legs to where she hugged the Z-Block with her ass. I'm not clicking that while I'm reading this shit. Dallas, come over here. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, vodka, you asshole. I literally can't play the game anymore because of this stupid shit. She kept her mouth working its magic as she expertly bobbed her butt up and down, feeling the Z-Block's big red rod filling her up, the weight behind it moving with her in rhythm. The rhythm increased. The Russian music picked up its pace. She slammed her ass up and down on the rod behind her and sucked like crazy. Sucking on the rod in front of her. Both blocks moaned. The deep thrum running through her body from both ends was enough to get her close to another orgasm, but her neglected pussy gap longed to be filled. What is it even talking about? Oh. She felt both rods stiffen and balloon inside of her. Whoa! Said a voice from the doorway. It was their final comrade, but she couldn't stop, nor could the two blocks she was fucking. They were past the point of no return. With her eyes alone, she addressed the new arrival. He was a blue eye block, the longest of the models. Oh! Oh! No, Moose, you should buy these books. That's what you should spend your money on. That's the best choice that you could make. She raised an eyebrow and looked as sultry as she could, with a cock in her mouth. The eye block got the hint, as the two blocks surged and filled her with thick fluid. The eye block floated parallel to the floor. A blue rod popped out of his head. Tetris! Yelled the eye block as he rocketed between the other blocks and into her pussy. She came as soon as his rod entered her. All three blocks cried out, "Ugh!" Their voices became higher in pitch as their cries sustained, transforming into an electronic. There was a flash of light. Christy suddenly found herself sprawled on the floor, oily fluid of various colors dripping from her various holds. All the blocks were gone. Dun dun dun! She completed a line. Oh, erotic, erotic. Kiff! I made it with a woman. Inform all the men. 2 months later, Christy woke up and politely asked her home to start the bath running. Pause. Gotta go fast to the next page. And have a coffee ready in 20 minutes. Coming right up, madame, said the O block on his ceiling. He was the one who usually coordinated the other blocks that connected to her apartment's appliance. She didn't fuck the blocks in her home. That would be weird. That would be weird! That would be weird. That would be weird. No, fuck you, video game. That would not be the weird shit. But she often thought of that morning when she quit Squawker. It had been a turning point in her life. She made less money writing her blog about life with blocks and blocks' civil rights, but she was free to write what she wanted, and it made her happy. After her bath, she put on a robe and grabbed her coffee, thanking the T-block that the coffee machine plugged into. A few minutes after sitting down at her laptop to begin to write, her stomach began to churn. Hey T, when does that cream expire? She shouted into the kitchen. Not for another week, see? Said the block. Her stomach squirmed again, this time accompanied by a sharp pain. She stood and went to the bathroom. When she spread her robe to look at her stomach, she noticed it was bulging more than usual. I thought I'd lose weight skipping the morning Starbucks, she muttered to herself. Then she noticed movement. She stuck her belly out and waited. There it was again. A fresh jolt of pain and a bulge in her belly. The skin stretched, forming the shape of an edge. Then a corner. Christine had been impregnated by the blocks. Dun, dun, dun! Game over, man. Game over. We got no chance. The blocks are impregnating everybody. So, for those who don't know, that's the end of today's story. The next tale will be impregnated by the Tetris block. I should be banned. I should be banned for this. I should be banned. In any event, ladies and gentlemen, that was today's sultry tale. Nutchuck! I was your host, Simeon. Today's sultry tale was taken by the Tetris blocks. I, for one, hope you enjoyed. Marco!